and of course, and of course, the costume is fantastic,
Dion,
and the
she
girl
seems
is really hot. How did she look when she was older?
Not as hot. But, I mean, she was like
But could
80.
you appreciate like?
Let's go into Wolfman.
Oh,
all right, so
we're still on. Oh,
no,
are we on now?
yeah,
What happened to action again?
I don't have the budget for a clipboard.
Okay.
So Wolfman, and the reason why this is so dear to our heart because that is who I'm speaking to. This is Wolfman. Here comes the Wolfman mask. A la 2020 or whatever. Tell me a little bit about Wolfman. Why is that? Hold a special place.
Oh well, since I was a kid, there are two like role models. Oh boy, this is gonna be bad.
Do tell.
That just have been with me since I was a child, and one of them is the Wolfman, and the other one is Batman. Two very stable and secure people.
So put in little comments below on what kind of psychosis that is.
I know, right? I'd love to know.
Yeah, he'd like to know
because I'm pretty sure it's a psychosis.
Yeah. So
they both did, right? So, and I identified with them. When I was a kid, instead of a teddy bear, I had a Batman plush doll. How about that? And I think I still have it somewhere.
It's probably these days. It's probably not as unusual as it was when you were a kid.
Oh no, right? When I was,
because you're old.
Like, right now, it's just it's
did
like
they
normal.
make?
Oh, that's it. That's
did
the
they
best
make
you
teddy bears when you were a kid?
So I always loved the Wolfman, right? And now that I look at it as older, I see what it is. But it's actually I see a lot of so great things in it. Before that was the Werewolf of London. That was like what kicked it off, and then the thing that
Werewolf of London was before the American Werewolf from Universal.
From Wolfman, yeah.
Talking about the original black and white Werewolf of London was before that.
Yeah.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not American Werewolf.
And
of
they
London.
actually not American Werewolf, like Werewolf of London. Right.
Yeah.
And that was made before Wolfman, and they actually downplayed the makeup because the studio heads, the producers, said that it was too animalistic, and at that time they were having that jury trial about teaching evolution in schools, so they wanted to stay away from that, and so they had to downplay it.
Oh my goodness!
Right. So but that's a different movie. And Wolfman though got away with doing it because apparently it was just the right time that they could do it without worrying about that, and so they got great makeup from
without worrying about evolution.
Right. Evolution. Okay. Every like vampires and Frankenstein, they both have classic actual literary novels that have established those characters and were very popular. True. The Wolfman or werewolves does not. And the irony here is that
robbed, man.
Because the irony though is that the werewolves have had more of an ancient history. They go farther back than either one.
Before literature.
Yeah, in other words, they were the first monster.
Like
hieroglyphics. Yeah, like that kind of
shit.
Ancientness. So it was almost like based in
embroidered in a quilt.
Mythology. Yeah, like in stone, even.
Stone or quilts.
You're getting pretty drunk now, aren't you?
I feel like you could make a quilt and it would be like pretty ancient.
Right, and is there a point in any time in our future, probably? so I it wasn't as good as Frankenstein by Mary Shelley or Dracula by Bram Stoker, because it was a Hollywood movie. It was just fun. It was universal, but the things that
it's about a guy
even a man who is
super
pure at
hairy
heart,
balls.
right? Even a man who is pure at heart and says his prayers by night can become a wolf when the wolfbane blooms and the autumn moon is bright.
What poem is that from? Is that James Joyce?
So they established those rules, like full moon. That's not in the original mythology. The poem is not in the original mythology, and the silver is not in the original mythology. But it created a mythology.
Fake news, man.
Yeah, right. Oh, don't say that.
Sorry.
So it actually created the story. It just unfortunately wasn't written by like an author. So, but then we move on. So then we go to a lot of nothing, except for like remakes and Wolfman meets the Frankenstein and Abbott and Costello. And then the next big breakthrough was the Howling and American Werewolf in London.
Right.
Which coincidentally almost came out at the same time. You know this, but I'm going to point it out.
You did.
Like you've got the Wolfman, which is a standing wolf. Then
It's
you've
like
got
a dude who's really hairy
yeah.
and he's got fangs.
Right,
You know?
and he's a dude.
Yeah.
You're right. So he's like the closest thing to the reality of a werewolf.
Right,
It's just a human who gets monstrous.
right.
Then you've got the next level, which is the howling, which is a standing wolf man.
There's too many buzzed going on in this cinema.
Oh, did you see that?
It was a wolfman!
haunting.
It's a haunting!
Oh,
Okay,
we,
so...
we can do ghost stories.
See, it
That's it.
again.
I'm out of here.
Fuck this.
Out of here. I know when to get out of here.
Did you see this? Look at this.
Okay.
Jesus, hold on. There we go. Okay. So, kind of like the transformation,
Yeah, people like that.
where it's like
Right.
people are freaking out and
and
like
then
hair's
the last
coming out
one
of their
is
nipples.
like the American Werewolf in London,
Well, that's
which
it,
is a
right.
giant wolf,
Oh, is that what it
like a
is?
monstrous wolf, kind of like the jaws of a wolf.
Okay. I love the transformation though. He's like, and then, like
Yeah, yeah.
the mouth comes
And
out.
yet, but the transformation and the howling is pretty cool too.
yeah.
It's just different, but it's very cool. So you've got those three kinds.
That's
of
the anchor
of
for me.
Werewolves.
Is the transformation.
Yeah.
I love it when the snout comes out, the
Yeah.
lips,
Yeah. Right.
and like they're like, oh, and the big mouth comes out. That's the best.
And part of that is hunting and killing.
And gathering.
I'm not sure what that. Was
I don't
so
know if the
funny.
Wolfman gathers. You know, because
Right.
that suggests
No, but-
that
so
he
it's
has a
more
little
hunting.
lady at home or
Right,
something.
right. But there
It's more
are
hunting
there are a
and
lot of
killing.
ways you could have gone.
Well, I mean,
That
hunting
would've-
is killing,
would've
right? I
enhanced the
don't even
original-
need to say both. Because if you
No,
hunt, you
because,
kill,
no,
right?
you could hunt. If you're a bad hunter, then you're never going to
It's
kill.
like hunt and trap.
Yeah.
Would that be another
hunting and
Wolfman
trapping.
movie? It's like he hunts and he traps his prey. And he's like, ah, and then he goes back to a human being. Like, oh, I got trapped by a Wolfman.
Yeah.
It may be a little close and dear to your heart.
It is. Oh my gosh! All my life, yeah,
it
absolutely. Which and you can't get away. I mean,
Yeah.
so I'm being totally overly. What do you call it? Judgmental.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And I am going to be.
But,
But at the same time, I
that
don't think
aside,
I'm- I
after
don't
you've
think
already
I'm-
said it's shit, and you go back to it, the new Wolfman movie is actually pretty good. It's pretty palatable, right?
I think all I'm trying to do is like enjoy the only thing I can enjoy,
Which is
which was the reboot, which is more than I can say for the reboot of The Haunting, because I can't enjoy that even rewatching it.
that's a whole different.
And that's
episode.
a whole different
It's a whole
episode. But look, stay tuned.
So, but that being said, would you recommend the new Wolfman? No, not new, but you know, the Benicio del Toro version.
Oh, would I recommend it?
To somebody who would be like needs an intro to what the Wolfman character is?
No,
No,
no.
there'd be so all those people would be so disappointed.
But
So you're saying, but you're saying that's
you have
the whole
to start.
point. That's
Yeah,
the
you
whole
have to
conflict.
start with a moral character.
That's the whole point.
Yeah,
So that you go like, this guy would never do this.
right.
That way, later on, when he's doing something immoral, you have
It
that little
means
bit of
something.
conflict. Like,
Right.
like
But you started out where like you might do this.
you seem like the kind of guy. You seem like the kind of guy.
Right.
I get it. That makes sense.
So, is there any more?
Start.
I'm not as
Here,
bright.
hold on. Sorry.
Right? No. Now you're chipping yourself. Don't do that. There we go. Okay. Okay. No,
I got more.
Just take it.
If we're gonna do it.
Just okay.
There you go.
Good? Okay.
All right. Well, that is the Wolfman. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Do some little notes and talk about how stupid we are. It's great. But hopefully you're having as good a time as we are. And again, let's alcohol to the movies. And as the great Humphrey Bogart, or whatever his name is, Humphrey Bogart said, the trouble with the world is that everybody is one drink behind. Cheers.
Cheers.
Mm.